Sure. My name's Jose Morillo, and I own 3 units with Camp Bow Wow. We own one in the Katy, Texas location, Cypress, Texas, and in Kemah, Texas. The question, what makes me successful as a multi-unit owner is a good one for me, only because for me, it's about first defining what success actually means. And for me, it was about, if I was able to free up my time to do, anything that I wanted to do, whether it would be other projects or whether it just be, personal life types of things. If I accomplished that, then I felt I was successful. And I've been able to do that with multi-units because of obviously the financial gain that you do get from it, but the manner in which I've been able to scale the operations, which just completely frees up my time. So I think it starts first with defining what success means to you, and then take it from there. Well, if you have a single unit franchise and you're considering expanding your portfolio, there's a couple of things that you want to think about, and what I feel has helped me quite a bit, and that is, how can you scale your operations? And here's what I mean by that. First of all, by the mere virtue of being a franchise, you can count on the fact that you have the same operations at each of your facilities. So are there possibilities of you being able to use same employees that you have in one location in another location if your places happen to be nearby? That's one way of scaling. Another way of scaling could possibly be where a position that was held at one location can now be held at 2 different locations. Same person, maybe with a little bump in, for the promotion, but be able to think of. I guess the key is thinking in terms of ways that you can scale and take advantage of the fact that you have now 2 or 3, because the idea is to be able to save money from an expense standpoint with each of the more locations you add, and not for each of them to be independently owned, if that makes sense. When it comes to due diligence, because you before buying a brand, you obviously want to do your due diligence, and you start from a broader standpoint, and then you work your way down. Broader meaning you look at the industry itself, and you decide, is this a good industry to get involved in? In my case, it was the pet care industry, multi-billion-dollar industry that has grown over the years. And even in recession time, so it made sense from that standpoint. But then now I got to dig in a little closer. In my particular area, how many are there? How many competitors do I have? Are we really competing in the same format? Because at least with Camp Bow Wow, for example, there are many people out there that have different mom and pop type businesses. Are they really a competitor of ours? Not so much. So I got to make sure that I'm properly defining my competition, and then I keep digging in terms of the demographics, figure out how many dogs are in the area. There's lots of data out there that actually, from our standpoint, that show how many potential dogs can be served in our area. That can apply to just about any franchise, I would think, but you just keep digging in deeper until you decide, okay, this makes sense for me to get involved in this business in this particular area at this particular time. Franchisors, the advice for franchisors that are looking for somebody like me. The first thing would be that you have a business that can be done from an investment standpoint. And let me explain myself. Because, and this is not to take away from any businesses out there where you as the owner are now the manager of the location. That's not to take away from that, because some people, that's what they enjoy and that's what they want to do. Someone like me, I wanted to be able to have a business that made sense for me to bring in a manager. I wanted to be able to kind of see it from an oversight standpoint. So for me, it would be a business that allows me to look at it as an investment and not as an opportunity to buy another job. That would be the key to finding somebody like me.